This channel is usually a nice place. This is a place where I usually sit down and we have calm discussions about things, but I had to make this video because I'm feeling a little bit more than incensed. Over the last 12 hours, I would say, 2 different entities have fucked with 2 of my friends. And without trying to sound too dramatic, I know I do have a tendency to sound dramatic, as the biggest type 8 you will ever meet in your entire life, if you fuck with my friends, you fuck with me. So this video is basically me shutting down the bullshit that I have witnessed online over the last 12 hours concerning my friends Dodie and Carrie. So let's talk about the first one. Okay, so there is an app called Her. It is a social dating app. It's based in the UK. I'm pretty sure it's available worldwide, but basically I was scrolling through Tumblr at like 1 o'clock in the morning, as you do, and suddenly this ad came up on my feed. Yes, it was a tailored ad. Make of that what you will. And it was for this Her dating app. However, this stood out to me because I instantly recognized the image that was in front of me. If you watch Dodie, you will recognize that as the thumbnail for Sick of Losing Soulmates, her music video. I immediately tweeted Dodie being like, hey, so this app is using your video as like a thumbnail for a dating site thing? That's probably very ridiculously illegal. But then it went further because I went back to that ad to try and get some info on it, and it wasn't a picture, it was a video. This Her dating app have stolen Dodie's Sick of Losing Soulmates music video, taken out the performance parts, left in just the lesbian cutaway parts, put some really shit music over the top. Here, let me play it. Yep, and basically anywhere that you click on that ad, it links to the App Store where you can download their app. This is 120,000,000% illegal because it is theft of intellectual property. The company that owns the Her dating app do not have permission and never had permission to use Dodie's copyrighted video, as proven by Dodie herself when she tweeted me back going, I'm gonna get my lawyers on this. Basically, they have used her IP, as well as Sammy Paul's IP, he's the one who actually directed the damn thing, in order to promote their product for monetary gain. This is absolutely illegal. And Dodie, I really, really hope that you do lawyer up because there are a few options that you definitely have. Number 1, you can try and do an out-of-court settlement. This is probably the easiest way, but it depends on how cooperative they decide to be. But at the very least, Dodie, you are owed every single penny from their CPA. CPA is a cost per action or cost per acquisition, which basically means in really simple terms that any money, whether it's pennies, pounds, thousands of pounds, whatever, that has been generated through views of the ad, click-throughs of the ad, even simply just impressions of the ad, all of that money should now be going to Dodie. And obviously I would recommend, Dodie, that you request all of the analytics from that ad, how much it did generate, so that you know that you are not being conned. You should be getting everything that that ad has generated, because even though the app is free to download, it has microtransactions, it has a subscription service. Any money that that ad has generated is yours legally. Well, at least I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm not a lawyer, but that's just common fucking sense. I would also recommend, especially if they're not being cooperative, to sue for damages. For one simple reason, even though yes, this seems quite harmless, and they might turn around and say, oh, well, we were just using such a beautiful piece of art to illustrate how wonderful LGBTQ dating is, which sounds lovely, there will be at least someone in the world that has had a negative experience from using that app, and there is no way to disprove that they found that app through that ad. So basically, any negative experience that someone has had using the Her dating app, it could have potentially been your video that has been the public face of that dissatisfaction. It's also worth noting, Dodie and manager Josh, that this company can also not claim ignorance by saying, oh, well, we had it made, we didn't know, because I have proof that they actually freebooted the Sick of Losing Soulmates video on their Instagram. They were completely aware of the source, where it came from, which probably means that they had a little marketing campaign sit down and went, okay, we're gonna use footage from her video, footage from this, footage from that, without seeking permission, which is illegal, and you are owed hella cash. Fuck it, take it. They have stolen your stuff. And it's a damn shame, because quite honestly, I downloaded the app to have a look at it, and it's actually a really good app. It's really well built, it's well designed, and it seems really safe. And it's such a fucking shame that they are clearly a shitty company. Now then, let's talk about the second thing that happened today. So I woke up this morning, checked my Twitter, as I still do, 4 years on from that stupid song. I have this thing where sometimes I will just stalk the profiles of shamed YouTubers that are still just a little bit bitter they got kicked out of the community for being shitheads. This morning, I decided to just stumble across Alex Day's Twitter. I just do that sometimes. Call me nosy, whatever. But this time, oh, I'm glad I did. I came across a tweet from Alex that basically linked to an article about ghosting. You know what ghosting is? When, you're sort of dating someone and then you don't want to know anymore, so you just disappear. It's quite a cowardly thing to do, but people do it, and it's very hurtful. Ghosting sucks. However, Alex tweeted out this article about ghosting when it absolutely did not relate to his situation at all. I'll just sum it up. Basically, in 2014, Alex was caught out cheating on his girlfriend Carrie, who is one of my best friends. I think Carrie said it was about 7 times. Not only did he cheat on her, leaving her absolutely publicly humiliated, which is something that she's still struggling to deal with 3 years on, but there have also been tons and tons of accusations, which I believe Alex did acknowledge, of instances where he manipulated and sort of pressured people into doing things with him. I've also heard from my friends that he has sexually assaulted them. I obviously don't have proof of that. I'm simply stating what I have been told. This is all still allegedly because he hasn't actually been convicted of anything. However, Alex is a slimy piece of shit. Pretty sure we all know that. He tweeted out this article. Do you know what? I'm just gonna read it word for word because fuck me. I actually blocked him, so I need to just give me a sec. An article about how it felt when my friends stopped talking to me in what health experts call emotional cruelty. Alex, we were so emotionally cruel for the whole community agreeing to drop your fucking ass because of what you did to her and to young girls. We are all so emotionally cruel for saying, you know what? I don't want to be fucking affiliated with this shitbag. I'm taking no prisoners today. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck you. The fact that he has the nerve to call people in the community, including myself, emotionally cruel for no longer talking to him and ignoring all of his texts and emails right after we could witness basically Carrie having a breakdown because of what you fucking did. It is such a big fuck you to me. And I don't appreciate that. See, ghosting is very different to what we did. Ghosting is where you decide to just disappear out of someone's life without explanation, without reason. But we had an explanation and we had a reason, didn't we, Alex? We had a close friend having a breakdown. We had numerous Tumblr posts talking about how you would pressure your fans. And let's talk about the fact that one time I filmed a music video with you. If anyone wants to know, it's called I've Got What It Takes. It's still available. And I was sitting on a table next to you, part of the judging panel scene, and you wrote on a piece of paper in front of me so that I could see, Emma Blackery is a temptress. You also offered me to stay around your house, saying that there wouldn't be any funny business because you were a taken gentleman, which I find fucking hilarious because you had fucked around even though you were a taken gentleman. And let's be honest, your intentions would have been to probably screw me. This is all whilst you were with Carrie. Basically, Alex, ghosting is dropping someone without explaining why. What we did to you was cutting out someone that is a manipulative, horrible, lying piece of shit. Basically what we all did as a YouTube community, viewers and creators alike, basically what we decided was that we didn't want you representing us anymore, so you were gone. And that's where you should have stayed. You know what? It's sad to me. It's very sad because I've made no attempt to hide the fact that if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be where I am today. Absolutely not. You did your reading Twilight series, and I pretty much ripped you off and did a reading 50 Shades of Grey series, and that took off, and that's the reason that I am here right now. But what does it say about you? That the person that you would probably consider to owe you everything decided to cut you out as well. And here's the other thing, because you went off, you went to like Thailand or something, you shaved your head, you became a Buddhist, you became a minimalist, you became a vegan, you did all this stuff to try and show to everybody how much you had changed as a person. You're so spiritual now. Which, you know, if this was actually completely true, that would be great. But just in that tweet alone, you proved to everybody that no, you haven't changed. Nothing has changed in your mind. You are still someone that is convinced that you did nothing wrong. You still don't believe you deserve what you got. And to this day, 3 years on, almost to the day, you are still trying to play the victim and manipulate people into feeling sorry for you. Boo fucking who. We dropped you because you're a skis. They stopped talking to me. They dropped me. I don't have any friends left. You know, here's what I find quite funny. When it comes to most things, I absolutely believe in second chances, you know? People screw up, no matter how loose that term is for what you did, because you know what, I'm just addressing you because I know you're watching this. Even prison systems have a rehabilitation system in that they can be reintroduced to the public life again. Not everybody who murders someone stays in prison forever because it's believed that they have learned their lesson. And in some instances, I've thought, wow, you know what? Should we really be shunning these people from the community? But when it comes to you, proving that you still don't get what you did, even though it's been 3 years. 3 years of basically being exiled, shamed, being berated for what you did, you still don't get it. That is the mind of someone that doesn't deserve a second chance. What you did to Carrie was absolutely unforgivable. And what you did to those tens of girls that came forward about you? How dare you? How dare you try and play the victim card? You are so damn lucky that losing your friends is all that you got. Anyway, I'm done. I'm glad I had this talk. As I said before, I'm a type 8. I'm a Slytherin. I'm all these other boxes that you can put me into. But when you fuck with my friends, you fuck with me. Don't fuck with me.